Hello and welcome to another installment of Throwback Thursdays. Now today, it's got to be twice as good because it's got to last twice as long. I'm off for the holidays next week, so giving you a bit of a twofer. Even though it's not two for Tuesdays, it's Thursday, but whatever. They both start with a T, right? Today we're going over 2-in-1 blasters, and specifically two 2-in-1 blasters. One that's complete and one that isn't, that I hopefully will get to revisit as my backlog of backlogs grows. But time to start knocking that stuff out because some pretty cool stuff going on, if I do say so myself. Anyway, the idea of a 2-in-1 has been around for a while, but nobody's really executed it like I have because this channel is unique in that I focus on both laser tag and Nerf. And I wanted to make a blaster that kind of exemplified that. And what better way to do that than to make a blaster that can actually do both? The idea was to take my favorite type of Nerf blaster and then put laser tag internals into it and have both be able to live under the same roof. Recasings is something that I've done quite a bit of. You can see this one here, the LTX DMR up there. It's something that's kind of been a staple of my channel for a long time. And this blaster I'm going to show you actually hasn't gotten a video yet. There is an old blog post about it, but there's not really a video on YouTube about this unless you go back and look at like the laser tag Q&As that I did ages ago. But anyway, without stalling anymore, this is it. Now, if you think that this is a repainted LONGSHOT, you haven't been around the hobby long enough. This is a Red Strike LONGSHOT CS6. These were a Walmart Black Friday exclusive back in 2009. And if you have a hard time finding them, they were even hard to find years ago. Even just a couple years after their initial release, these were sought after and hard to find. And I had this, and I also had the Recon version of it that was Red Strike. I ended up giving that to a friend, and this one decided to turn this one into my 2-in-1 blaster. And I'll show you what I mean. Now, the top prime, I'm not going to do it right now, but the top prime is still all LONGSHOT internals. Your basic period-specific or period-correct modifications are done. There's a spring upgrade in there. The air restrictor has been removed. There's padding on the plunger to keep it from shattering itself to pieces. The locks have been taken out. It's nice and smooth and easy. So it has an easy one-handed prime, so I didn't overdo it with the spring, so it could be used with one hand as opposed to having to pull back or do a shotgun-style pump. Yeah, still obviously uses elite-sized darts, and it shoots great. Hits nice and hard. Retractable stock still works, and it's fantastic. But cleverly hidden beneath most of this, and also under here, a lot of modders would do a front gun mod where they actually made this a functional pump action one-shot front gun. This used to be on the LONGSHOT, obviously the whole longer section out front as its own blaster, but added needless length. It actually detracted from the LONGSHOT's actual range. So yeah, I decided to take that idea and use this to house internals for Laser Challenge. Now, Laser Challenge is an old system and the one that I used to use with my laser tag group. Laser Challenge is fairly simple. You had to wear a vest, and typically we required having a front vest and a back vest so that way you had better chance of getting hit, and a blaster. Now, it was a very primitive system. You could get killed by the sun. There weren't any team settings, at least for the basic ones that we used. But as a result of it being very basic, it was very easy to put inside a blaster because there wasn't much to the internals. There's a trigger, and this trigger, actually at the very back end of the trigger, is a small push button from that Laser Challenge system that when I pull it, when the Laser Challenge system is turned on, even if there's no darts up front, this still pulls and activates and fires from this barrel here. There's a lens in there, if you can't see it. This is a Radar Extreme Laser Challenge system, and the lens that's in there as well. So this is firing infrared beams of light. This is firing Nerf darts. And there's a light built into this slightly translucent part at the top of the LONGSHOT that glows when it's firing. There's a button here, not so obvious, for reloading the Laser Challenge system. There's also a pump action. I need to find the pump for this because I used it on another project and I haven't put it back on here just for the coloring purposes. But if you pump this, there's a 3-round burst that the Laser Challenge Radar Extreme will do as well. And yeah, it shot great, especially for indoor kind of wars. So very easy to do and use and fun to use. And I'd love to show you how it works, but the batteries have since died and I did not make it easy to access said batteries. They are built in a compartment built into the blaster. So be nice to get her up and running again, but since we don't use this system for Laser Challenge very often anymore, I hardly end up using this blaster for the laser tag side of it anymore, which brings me to number 2. So if this looks like a Demolisher 2-in-1, that's because it is. And my idea with the 2-in-1 literally was to make this a true 2-in-1, much like I had with the LONGSHOT to have Nerf on top and laser tag on the bottom. In this case, Laser Challenge was the system that I was using. This utilizes, if you can't tell from the dome up here, laser tag, either Team Ops or laser tag Phoenix LTX or laser tag Augmented Reality or LTAR. But she's incomplete. Oh, and there we go. I haven't even shown you that part. So the 2-in-1 Demolisher had Nerf darts up top, which this part is still functional. It still has all the Nerf internals in there. But the bottom part, instead of shooting the massive, easily dodgeable missile, now has a gigantic lens in there for long-range laser tag blasting. This lens is good for about just shy of 1,000 feet. I think the last time we tested out this lens arrangement, she's a bit of a beast. But like many ambitions and other things, it didn't quite make it past arranging things. Plus, I kind of screwed up a little bit when I was doing this with power, and I think I actually fried the laser tag board that this guy is running on. So if I want to revisit this project, I got some work to do. But this was the second idea of making the 2-in-1 Demolisher actually be 2-in-1. Nerf and laser tag, all under one roof. And if you'd like to see me revisit this one, leave a comment down there. Let me know. If there's not enough interest in it, then there's no point in doing it. I'm already digging in on the pulse rifle. That's taken some work, but I'll have more progress updates on that soon. I can add this to the list of things to finish if you would like me to, because it is a rather cool idea, I think, especially since while it's open, and especially since flywheel blasters have gotten so much better over time, it would be great to be able to go in and upgrade the motors on this thing so that way it hits even better while it's open. So, because I didn't do initially any modifications to the Nerf blaster part of this, whereas I had done modifications to the LONGSHOT that I just showed you. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things that I usually forget to tell you to do. Let me know what I should do. Should I just shelve this? Should I keep working on it? What would you like to see? And in the meantime, I will see you guys after the holidays. So have a good one, have a safe one, have fun, and yeah, like, subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see, more content in the future. I'll keep the Throwback Thursdays going at least, because an old guy like me has a lot of stuff that I can sift back through and show you and revisit and explain. Got some links included around here so you can check out the recasing video that I did on the old LONGSHOT, and also the original on this. You can see all the internals and such. See ya. Happy holidays.